Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night if you're going to sleep. Welcome back to my series of reading the book of Matthew. Today's chapter is chapter 2. Because I'm not so good at reading, I'm also gonna put the passage I'm reading from the Bible in the video so you can follow along yourself if you want. And also I've got some notes, so maybe after I'm done reading, I'm gonna say my thoughts about what we've just read. But please, I am just trying to spread the gospel, and I myself, I'm also not a new believer, but I'm also in this journey with God. And yeah, I don't really know much myself, so just always make sure to go back and check with the Bible yourself, and also check with God, and just please don't be too judgmental, and because I'm really trying to help, and I don't take what I say, my thoughts to heart, or I don't take it personally. So yeah, we are gonna get started. Chapter 2. The visit of the Magi. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Christ was to be born. "In Bethlehem in Judea," they replied, "for this was the prophet for this is what the prophet has written." Sorry. "But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will be the shepherd of my gospel Israel." Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from them the exact time the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and make a careful search for the child. As soon as Go and make a careful search for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me, and so that I too may go and worship him." After they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen in the east went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was born. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold and of incense of myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route, the escape of Egypt. When they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. "Get up," he said, "take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night, and left for Egypt, where he stayed until the death of Herod. And so was fulfilled what the Lord had said through the prophet: "Out of Egypt I called my son." When Herod realized he had been outwitted by the Magi, he was furious, and he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem. And its victory were 2 years old and under, in accordance with the time he had learned from the Magi. Then what was said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted because they are no more. The return of Nazareth. After Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, "Get up, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who were trying to take the child's life are dead." So he got up, took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning in Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. Having been warned in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee, and he went and lived in a town called Nazareth. So it was fulfilled what was said through the prophet: "It will be called a Nazarene." And that's the end of chapter 2. So now I'm gonna say the things I wrote down here, but you guys can also have your opinions. But I think the Bible is not really about understanding, but it's about acceptance. But I still write down some thoughts of basically what we just read. So for the people that didn't get it, Archelaus was the son of Herod, as I was saying. So for those who don't know, Archelaus is the son of Herod, and after Herod died, he basically took Herod's place and ruled. But after the death of Herod, the angel that spoke to Joseph for his dream, basically said, "Oh, you can now move back because the one that was trying to kill Jesus is now dead." But because of Joseph heard that Archelaus was now ruling after his father's death, Joseph took him and Jesus and Mary to Nazareth instead of Israel, like the angel had told him, which was, probably for the best because Achilles, I'm so sorry with the names, but it's basically like his father. So I feel like it would have also tried to kill sorry, as I was saying, it was probably for the best because Achilles is very much like his father. So I think he would have tried to kill Jesus if he had the chance. But then after they moved to Nazareth, the what the prophet had said, which is, let me check again, um, it will be called a Nazarene. Um, After what the prophet said, it seems like it was part of God's plan all along for them to actually live in Nazareth because if the prophet had like said that before and then like they already said that in the past and now it's coming to pass, so it's almost like I'm pretty sure it was all in like God's plan for them to actually move to Nazareth and not Israel, which is crazy because it's like the way God works. Like you'd think because like it was his plan to like for them to move to Nazareth and like actually live in Nazareth, that like automatically, God will like lead them, God did lead them, but like automatically they would like be living in Nazareth. Like it wouldn't have been such, a big, it wouldn't have been so hard, but no, instead it was that to like move and then move back and like, wait for like Herod's death, and I just think basically from that, in my opinion, it has nothing to do with this. I just think that like God does have a plan, but because like he has a plan for each and every one of us, it doesn't mean that we are gonna get that plan like just like that. Like it might take years, it might mean you're gonna have to suffer for a bit to the point that you would want to give up, so but at the end of the day you will get that plan if it's is real for you. But yeah, it's very interesting, especially at this time we don't really have much time left, so we really do need to get right with God like right now. So yeah, thank you for listening. I really do hope you learned something new today. And you enjoyed the video. Please comment if you have any thoughts, anything to say. Please comment. I will get to it literally as soon as I can. But thank you. May God bless you all.